AI turned Samsung into a $1 trillion company. Each workers want a bigger slice of the pie. Hong Kong, Seoul. Samsung Electronics has become one of the leading beneficiaries of the global artificial intelligence boom. Surging demand for semiconductors has turned South Korea's largest corporation into a $1 trillion company this year, propelling Seoul's stock market to rank as the world's sixth largest. But one segment of the country is unhappy with this result. Samsung workers, tens of thousands of employees have threatened to strike in an unprecedented workout that would disrupt a crucial source of the memory chips at a time when the AI industry is desperate for more. Hours before the strike was scheduled to start Thursday, the workers' unions announced that they had reached a tentative deal with management. While the agreement still requires the vote by union members, it marks the early win for Samsung employees who had been demanding higher pay in light of the company's record profit. The deal averted for now what would be the largest strike in the country's history, involving more than 48,000 employees, nearly 40% of the each Korean workforce over 18 days. Most of the participating employees work in memory chips, a critical component in AI hardware produced by tech giant Nvidia and AMD. The prospect of the halt in production rattled both the South Korean government and the global tech industry. Samsung's revenue accounted for more than 12% of South Korea's GDP last year. The company is also one of the world's three main memory chip makers at the time of the acute shortages driven by the largest data center build-out in history. Any disruption to Samsung's semiconductor production would go far beyond the losses for the single corporate group, leaving deep scars across the national economy. South Korea's Prime Minister Kim Min-seok said on Sunday. The preliminary victory for Samsung workers came as the rise of AI threatened to upend tech jobs around the world. On Wednesday, Meta laid off or reassigned nearly 15,000 employees as part of its effort to allocate more resources to AI. Other companies like LinkedIn, Amazon, and Snap has also announced jobs cut and restructuring around AI this year. Bigger slice of the AI pie. Last month, Samsung reported a record quarterly profit, which surged more than 8.5 times higher than the same period 1 year ago, and surpassed operating profits for the entirety of 2025. Now each workers are seeking a larger share of the profit. The unions have demanded that Samsung remove its cap on bonuses at 50% of annual pay, allocate 15% of annual operating profits to bonuses, and extend these changes beyond this year. While Samsung's chip production employees received some of the most competitive salaries in the country, workers have been galvanized by the bonus gap in comparison with rival chipmaker SK Hynix, South Korea's second largest economy. SK Hynix has also notched record profits this year, but its employees secured a new bonus structure in September that scrapped a cap limiting bonuses to 1000% of base salary. SK Hynix now allocated allocate 10% of annual operating profit to the employee bonuses pool. Under the new pay structure, some SK Hynix employees are entitled to bonuses equivalent to nearly 3,000% of their base salary in 2025, with the average annual bonus for employee reaching 700 million won, $465,000. The semiconductor industry is now facing a war to secure global talent, Samsung's largest union said in a statement last month. SK Hynix has already revised a compensation structure to retain talent, while foreign companies are luring our engineers with exceptional offers. As part of the tentative deal reached with Samsung's union on Wednesday, the company agreed to scrap the existing bonus cap and allocate 10.5% of the business performance profit for bonuses for the company's semiconductor division. The agreement came later than expected, Samsung said in a Wednesday statement. We will work to build a more mature and constructive labor management relationship so that such a situation does not happen again. The dispute has sparked a nationwide debate over the wealth distribution because of the enormous profits Samsung and SK Hynix are generating. Jo Geun-jun, head of the South Korea Labor Research and Advocacy Group, uh, Annyeong Annyeong Union, said the AI boom has created an extreme form of hyperpolarization. On one side of the society, the number of workers without job security or labor protections continues to grow, he said. On the other, permanently employed employed uh, permanently employed workers at major conglomerates are enjoying unprecedented bonus payout driven by booming corporate profits. Severe memory shortage. The threat to strike came just as the semiconductor supply chain has come under exceptional stress. Global tech giants from Google to Amazon are scrambling for more cutting edge AI processors to expand data centers and train next generation AI models. Once considered a low margin commodity, memory chips has become indispensable in AI processors, facilitating speedy data transfers and shortage storage, said Simon Wu, Asia Pacific Tech Research Coordinator at Bank of America. The resulting shortage could persist into 2028, he added. Research firm Semi Analysis expect memory chip prices to more than double by the end of this year compared with 2025. This puts Samsung in a critical position within the global supply chain as one of the world's three dominant memory chip makers, alongside SK Hynix and US Micron Technology. A long established player in semiconductors, Samsung was initially slow to capitalize on the AI boom and lagged SK Hynix last year as profits fell, but it has since stages the recovery, driven partially by unending demand for memory chips. In the AI memory sector, SK Hynix leads with 57% market share, followed by Samsung's 22% and Micron's 21%, according to Counterpoint research data from the fourth quarter of the last year. For now, the tentative deal has lifted Samsung's shares, though a strike could still take place if members of the union vote against the temporary agreement. In an already supply constrained environment for memory, a disruption in a in one major memory supplier will certainly only have downside impact for the AI industry, said Ray Wang, a Seoul-based analyst at Semi Analysis. This could further worsen the shortage and potentially sustain the price hike momentum in the near term. Still, a strike is not expected to bring production to the complete halt. Samsung won a minor victory on Monday, when a court granted an injunction ruling that workers involved in the safety operation for chip production must maintain a normal level of staffing.